$35 grand.
For a competition you entered that morning,
Yeah.
knew you were expecting a phone call.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to say anything. 4 words, pretty much.
Give me the
cash. Yeah, I was right. You had to, yeah.
And she could have got 35 grand.
That's all you had to do for 35 grand.
Can I just point out as well, like, if that exact thing had happened to me and I picked up and I went hello, like she went hello, and like I said, the presenter went, oh, and then instantly she just went, oh no. I would go, fuck! God fucking damn it! I would be so...
It's the best time to do that.
35 fucking grand! When you were like, and no, it doesn't matter how old you were, was there ever a person like in your town around like the early Facebook days that just took photos, like thousands of photos on nights out?
Yeah.
Like
Everyone
not a paid photographer. No, everyone did.
That was like the evidence that you even went out. Like
really?
the next morning, everyone would then upload the pictures that they got. So that
Right.
nowadays we're much better than that, and we put them in a group chat.
Yeah.
Everyone dumps them in a group chat, and then you
And
can
you pick
pick
one
what you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, people would be like, "Oh, here's my photos from last night," all the way down. And I have friends now that still do that.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, they're really living.
You shouldn't do that.
No, it's weird.
And they'd never be good, flattering pictures either.
Yeah.
And they'd start off as like, here's a lineup of everyone all looking lovely, and then they just deteriorate as the pictures go down. The last one's usually just like a pile of sick,
Yeah.
or just like someone laid in bed, no light, putting a chip in their mouth with their eyes closed.
So basically what I'm specifically referring to is, like, yeah, everyone did go on a night out, take some selfies and post them the next day. But there was one guy, I can't remember his name, I can remember his face so vividly. It's like
I've
straight.
seen it loads.
This is what I was going to say. So he would go on a night out with a little digital camera. That's how far back I'm going. I'm going back to when I was like 15, 16 and like starting to not sneak out to clubs, but like sneak out to like things like that and hang out with those kind of people. He would be there. He'd be at house parties and stuff. And then he would go to clubs. I had him on Facebook. And yeah, a couple times a week he would go on a night out or go to a house party or do whatever. And he would genuinely probably upload like 200 or 300 photos each time.
That's crazy.
Each one. Most of them, like he would take photos of like you said, people like passed out or like sick and, you know, just crazy things that are happening, or like entire shots of that. He would take shots of like entire dance floors with like all these people he doesn't know and things like that.
It's always their backs and shoulders as well.
Yeah,
You can't see
all
anything.
with flash as well.
Yeah.
Which is like so aggressive now. If someone turns a flash on in a club, I'm like, I don't go to clubs, but if someone did turn a flash on, I'd be like, turn that shit off.
Yeah.
It's like when someone turns a flash on at a gig, I want to kill those people.
Oh, when they're video recording, they do it.
Yep.
They're video recording, then you can just see like lit up the next two people's
Yeah.
heads and that. Yeah, it's well annoying.
Fucking hate that shit.
I mean, if they put their phone up in the air initially, I already hate them.
Yeah, I do hate people that just record at gigs.
I don't mind picture come down. That's
Yeah.
fine. No problem with that. When you record it, you're missing out on what's actually happening.
Yeah.
You're concerned with something else. You're not enjoying
I
what's
get Machine to do it.
good move.
Yeah.
That is a good move. And what if it's someone that she wanted to see?
Ah, fuck her.
She still does it.
There's a thing, she still does it, yeah. So if it's someone I want to see, I'll be like, can you record this song? I like this song. And then that'll be it. And like, yeah, she is.
Oh, you're
she
still
is,
one of them people. You just by proxy. You just outdid it. You gave it to someone else.
basically, yeah. But yeah, because I don't want to do it. If she said no, I would just go, all right, I just won't record.
But you don't like people that do it though.
No, not really.
So you have
Sorry,
someone
no.
that you get to do it.
I was getting to the bit where I say, but Rasheen will record like this. Like,
That is
or like, you know, like that.
That is nice.
She doesn't do that.
that's
This is
a
what I'm
better
saying.
angle too, right? Because that is the view you had.
Exactly.
Because then when you look back at that, you go, "That is where I was standing. I wasn't standing up here."
Yeah, she's very aware, and like she knows she might put it like here, and like she will still try and watch, but like a lot of the time she's very aware. She never does that because she feels embarrassed, because it's fucking. You should feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
If someone's behind you and you're just like, excuse me, I'm just gonna put this camera up in your face. Fuck you. Like, it's embarrassing in my opinion.
Yeah.
So fuck
Well, it
those
should
people.
be.
But yeah, so she's more conscious and a bit like, I'm just gonna record. Nobody mind. Okay. Like, do you know what I mean? Because the way she is.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have any issue with that.
Yeah.
That makes
But
complete sense. It doesn't alter anyone
Yeah.
else's view.
Well, personally, I wouldn't waste my time doing that because I am one of those. I want to live in the moment. I want to watch it. I don't want to think about that. Like,
But it is different. It's like if you watched a film on your TV and then when a good bit came on, you went, "Nah," and then just started recording it.
I've told you about when I see. Have I mentioned this on it? When I went to see Spider-Man.
Is it the two girls in the row in front?
Well, there was so much shit kicking off in Spider-Man. It was crazy. The main thing I'm on about is there was loads of kids in there putting it on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying about that. Yeah.
So that does happen. Kids go see films and go, "Gonna record this. It's a good bit." Like, I've seen it since as well. That wasn't the start. That was one of the because obviously Spider-Man was, and it was the open day, so a lot of them were like clouting, like, "I've seen it first," and then obviously the big twists. So everyone was like, "I'm gonna show the twist to everyone," like just being a dickhead. So obviously that was significant. But I've seen it in other films in the cinema where kids have recorded it and things like that. And I'm like, what's going on?
Our generation does that a much classier way. You put your feet on the chair in front.
Yeah.
You put your tickets on your lap.
Yeah.
And then you see past your knee, and then you can see the screen.
Yeah.
Just in the background.
Just take a little photo. Yeah.
Just a sneaky photo. Sometimes it's not even the ads yet. That's when I'd normally take that picture.
Yeah.
The lights are up still.
Yeah.
Which means I've got a good picture. Don't have to do a flash.
Not during the fucking film, yeah.
Because if a blue light is like near me, I can see it in my peripherals, and it annoys me.
Yeah.
But
someone on the phone?
Yeah.
I shout at people regularly for that.
But like, the why it was because if you have your phone out and you're recording something, you're no longer in that film.
Yeah.
I think to really enjoy like a film, you need to be head in it. You're not looking anywhere, going anywhere, stopping, pausing.
Point, yeah.
Because they weren't set up to be enjoyed for multiple medias.
Obviously.
You want your head fully in the story and how this goes.
Yeah.
Well, show's no different. Like, even if it's a music show, it's still no different. They're still trying to take you on some sort of journey in the order of the songs. It's all thought about.
Yeah.
And I think when you do this, you then disconnect from not just what you're watching, but all the people around you too who are trying to just be there in the moment with the other people and all enjoy it together.
Yeah.
Because that's what you kind of come together for. And the people, they're basically putting their hand up to say they're not part of it, to some degree.
It is weird. Maybe that's why I like hardcore so much.
Well, you can't hold your phone because it'll get smashed out your hand, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't actually see many people with phones in their hands in my
It's rare.
one experience.
You'll see them at the back, obviously. But no one down the front. Why would you have your phone out at the front? You will lose that phone.
Why would you have your phone in your pocket or anywhere else?
Well, yeah, most of the time I put my shit in a bum bag and
Throw it behind you.
Give it to Rasheen.
I love that.
My little... Just going to go down the front now in a second.
And then just gone. It was like Clark Kent goes into a phone booth. That was the first thing he did, straight in that microphone. I loved it. I had a big smile on my face. And Dan said, he does this sometimes. Which, have you gone?
No, that was the first time me and Dan have gone to a hardcore show. What the fuck's he on about?
Oh, he might not have been being serious. He might have just been like,
okay,
yeah, he does that. Yeah,
he has no clue.
But you had a clue. So when I brought it up, you know that you do the slow fold.
Yeah, well, not because I consciously think like the exact, because obviously I only went down for one song.
You're waiting for a drop, aren't you?
I'm waiting for, like, I knew the song, so I know what's coming, and I'm like, sometimes at the Outbreak, for example, a certain band will come on, and I'll just take my glasses off, put my phone, give it to Rasheen. I'll go down the front for the whole thing because there's many songs I'm going to enjoy. If you know what I mean.
She records it.
Maybe.
Don't catch any of you though, because she's polite with her angle.
Yeah, but so I'll consciously like go down the front and be ready for what I know is going to come. Whereas like with that, because that was just a chill Leeds gig, I was like, I'm probably just in my head before I went in, I was like, I'm probably just gonna stay at the back. But that one song came on, and I was like, I do really like this song. I know what bit's coming up, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably maybe go down the front. It was like, and then once that happens, I'm like, yeah, probably gonna go down the front.
I just enjoyed the slow fold. It was like, hey everyone, I've arrived.
Yeah,
old Daryl is back.
Yep.
That's what it seemed like. That was your Frank the Tank moment.
Out of mosh retirement. I didn't even mosh as well. I just went down the front for a bit. It's all right.
Yeah.
I rarely mosh now.
And you just walked back and then slowly unfolded your glasses again.
I have returned out of breath with a fucked throat.
Not anymore. If you went down there now.
I am interested in that, yeah. I remember so Outbreak last year was the first time I two-stepped in... it's got to be 12 years, maybe. Yeah, probably about 12 years. First time I two-stepped in about 12 years, and I was dead. Like, two-stepped for 30 seconds and was like, fuck it, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I was like, so out of breath.
Not this one.
Not that one, no.
I actually don't know what the hardcore two-step looks like. All I have in my head is the one now.
I'm not going to show you. I'll show you some videos later. It's probably easier. I'm very bad at it, to be honest, because I haven't done it in like 12 years.
Just give us a gist. How would you describe how to do it?
Well, this is the thing, right? There's different two-stepping everywhere in the world.
Like in different hardcore communities?
Yeah, different hardcore communities have different twists on it.
Ooh.
Some are a bit more kind of kicky and throwy, and some are a bit more like Running Man. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
Basically, two-stepping is...
Oh, like one out the back, lean
kick.
forward, one out the back.
Yeah, so imagine this is your legs. Kick, back, kick, back, kick, back. But then your arms are moving in time, normally with a little punch.
And your legs are sort of kicking up waist high?
No. No, not at all, no.
Oh, like just a little bit in front, and then your arms are going opposite.
Honestly, your legs don't really go front. It's more about the kick back.
And then the arms are going opposite.
Because you lean forward a little bit and push into it. It's honestly so hard to describe.
Is it similar to like a scar two-step?
So similar.
Imagine Madness leaning all the way forward with their arms, and their legs are kicking out the back like that.
Yep. Imagine
like
that.
Baggy trousers doing that.
Way more aggressive.
Right.
And the whole point is you wouldn't just two-step at any point in the song. You two-step when a little like
a breakdown.
Yeah, a little bit comes in, like
where you're waiting for it to come back in.
Where you've got a 1-2, a 1-2, a 1-2, because obviously that's what you do. You 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. You two-step to it. That's the point.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, there's different things. Like, and obviously certain bands will attract a certain kind of two-step. This sounds so weird, but like, you know, more like aggressive bands, you'll have more of a fucking elbow throwing back.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of watch the person next to you because they might fucking swing at you.
Because all of you got your heads down the same height, so everyone's got elbows swinging towards them.
Exactly.
That's some violent dancing.
That's happened to me many a time where I've had a fucking hand in the face, like, over and over. But like, whereas some will be a bit more, just a bit of a shoulder up and like a bit of that.
A bit more Madness looking.
A bit more chill.
There is like a jazz version that they would do it like a show where they have got the
two-step originally is
with the legs out the back still.
Yeah.
I'm now thinking of the Merry Men. Is it the Merry Men in Shrek?
Yeah.
They start dancing, don't they? And they start... Is that like a two-step?
No.
But they are doing legs out the back, shoulders going the opposite way.
Yeah, but that's more of
they are kind of going...
It's less movement two-step, isn't it? It's more of a step, like a literal step.
Yeah.
Whereas two-stepping in hardcore is like straight up running man kicking. Like, there's no stepping happening, you're kicking. Like...
It's a two-kick.
Yeah, it's a lot more, you know, movement and... feet are flying up a bit more, whereas I think the original two-step in like jazz and things like that is a bit more like actually, I'm going to step and I'm going to step and I'm going to step, whereas two-stepping is more like,
This sounds like someone's called it a dance in a way to be violent, but on time.
I don't know.
That's how this... It sounds like throwing limbs at people on a beat.
Well, yeah.
Like, let's come together and dance. Oh, there's a lovely little dance, little two-step down there. Then you leave with two black eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two-kick.
It's fun.
What are the little accents that they have in different parts? I'm calling them accents. They're in different parts of the world. Yeah.
Oh, on the two-step?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, so some are a bit more... So the way that I've majority two-stepped is front and back like that. See what I mean? So your feet are kicking up and back down and kicking up. Some are a bit more swingy out and bringing it in.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? That's a bit more of a 90s way, like...
Bit more flavour to it.
Yeah. A bit more of a...
You can imagine some boot cuts with that movement, can't you?
Yeah.
Like road sweepers, because they'd be in that movement anyway.
Yeah. The main thing, honestly, is the upper body. You know? I've been to some shows in, like... I think when I first went to a show in Leeds was the first time I think it was in Leeds, was the first time I saw someone windmilling in their two-step.
Well, they just took their trousers off in the middle of the gig.
No.
That would be impressive. Legs kicking out the back, just swinging it round.
I've never seen that, to be fair, but that would be
I think I'd take the elbow in the face.
Yeah. Rather than dick.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be a good-looking dick. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Could be.
I mean, if it's going to be out at a show, it's probably a good-looking dick.
It should be.
I ain't got that confidence.
That is true. I haven't seen many small dick flashes. I'm sure that loads of people have.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't think I have. Seemed like a good time to have a drink there while I pondered.
Pondered penises.
Pondered the old peen.
Ponder the penis.
Ponder the peen. Microphones love that.
Ponder the penis profusely.
Please.
Peppa Pig. Please, Peppa Pig, ponder the penis profusely. But yeah, there's different kinds of two-stepping.
Nice.
But it all follows the same thing. You do it at a certain part of the song. That's kind of... Some people do it whenever, but I think that's crazy. Crazy thing to do.
Did you go out on nights out and then wake up to people having put pictures of you online? Have you had that before?
We're getting back to that.
Yeah, we took a wild detour. I thought,
we did, yeah, we totally did.
Straight back in there.
My brain was like, what were we talking about? Well, no, because... So you remember that one night... I went on one proper night out.
Yeah.
When I was legal. And then it was the last... it was the last time I ever went out and the last time I drank. Well, yeah. There's some photos from that night with this guy. I've just remembered his name. I'm not going to say it. With that guy... This is the main bit I forgot to mention. So, like I said, he used to upload like 200-300 photos, majority of which were his face.
Like he's selfieing for things?
Yeah, it would be selfies of him doing things and then selfies of him with everyone.
Right.
Like if he saw anyone he knew, he would just be like, anyone he was Facebook friends with, he'd be like, oh, let's get a photo. And he'd get a photo with them and then he'd put it up on Facebook the next day.
200, 300 is a serious amount.
Yeah. But
I'm only just starting to get the gravity of how much that is.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Because like 20 or 30 was probably what you'd normally see from people. And if it was 50 or 60,
I'm not joking.
Would be crazy.
I can fact check this afterwards, but because I just remember his name. I can fact check it afterwards, but I swear he used to upload at least 200 photos for most nights out he would go on. Sometimes more. Like, that's how I remember it. I remember being an amount where I was like, this is insane. What are you doing?
Do you think someone's actually sitting and scrolling through every one of those? And the worst part is the only person that probably would is like a grandparent. Like, let's see what they've been up to. What's this pile? What's that is that sweet corn or something? What is that? Is that pieces of old kebab chewed up?
Why is he urinating there?
His penis is the same size as the last time I saw it. Why is he flashing that about? We're going to have to call his mother.
Back's really fucking itchy.
Well,
what was that?
What have you broke?
What was that?
I don't know. You want your back though, was it? Fine. So it'll be okay.
It's so fucking itchy. But yeah, he used to just upload a ridiculous amount of photos and I hated it. All the time. Every time I saw it, I'd just be like, stop. Stop uploading that many.
That used to be like a hangover dread. Would be waking up in the morning and being like, right, I need to go on Facebook because I need to see if anyone's posted anything of me that I don't need people that are on my Facebook friends seeing.
I don't know what that feels like.
And then I'd check what I've written because it would usually be something horrific.
Yeah, I can't relate to this.
By horrific, I mean like it would just be on someone's wall, WUP2. Like rather than saying what you're up to.
Oh.
You just do like, whoop to.
Yeah, I remember that. What you're up to, yeah.
And like everything was talking like that just constantly. Can't wait to see so-and-so. Like I've got a fucking keyboard in front of me. It's a full keyboard.
Literally got all the letters, yeah.
The only time that was ever useful was in text messages when there used to be 140 characters or something.
That's what it cost you
10p.
But then it became like just the way people talked for a bit, didn't it?
Yeah. And I think maybe like stuff like MSN kind of helped that along.
Yeah.
So you can start using like BRB. They don't use that now. They use away from keyboard, don't they now?
Do they?
Yeah.
What?
AFK.
AFK?
Yeah.
Sounds like a terrorist organisation.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Have you joined the AFK yet? Oh. That's weird, man. AFK.
Yeah, away from keyboard.
BRB's way friendlier. It's
Be right back.
Yeah, be right
It's
back.
kind of positive. I am coming back. I'll be right there. Away from keyboard is like, why are you messaging me?
Also, away from keyboard, yeah, be right back is like, be right back, I'm going to go do something.
Yeah.
Away from keyboard could mean like, I'm just going to sit away from my keyboard.
Be right back had a time limit as well. You couldn't use be right back if you were going to be 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's too much. Like if you're going to go have your dinner or something, then that's not really a be right back.
No.
But you need to go for a wee or something.
Yeah.
That's man, the level of neediness that is, by the way. That you don't want to leave a conversation and go to the toilet and come back without letting the person know that you're not going to be there for 20 seconds.
That's how it was back then, though.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Now you've put it like that, I'm like, that is fucking weird, actually, yeah.
We'd let people know, and we'd also, at the end of text messages, put TB, like for text back. As if to say, I want you to text back.
I never did that.
And then if you didn't put TB, people were like, oh, you didn't want me to send something back.
Yeah, there was a lot of like weird social things happening around that time, wasn't there?
But I think that's because like we were the generation that kind of got hit with all of that at once.
Yeah, like figuring out the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like now that you're saying it, I'm like, yeah, I did put be right back for like everything. Like if I was going to the toilet, I bet be right back. I'd have to warn. And if I was having like 3 conversations, I bet be right back, click, be right back, click. I could have just went to the toilet, be right back, click. Like
You've now taken longer.
Yeah.
yeah.
By the time I get back, I'll be telling the first person like before I'm telling the last person. It's just fucking stupid. But yeah, I do remember all that. And now I'm like, that's fucking dumb. But then at the same time, off the back of that, if I didn't put be right back, some people would be like, where the fuck are you? Why aren't you replying? Like,
Start question marking.
It'd be instant. Yeah, they'd be like, what's going on? Why aren't you replying? Because back then, that kind of mattered. Whereas now, I think for most adults, it's totally normal to send a text and not get a reply for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or a day.
yeah.
Some friends.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. You are one of my friends that I do text and I go, I could expect that. I only text, so I message you on Instagram about anything and everything, but I text you when I'm like, I need a reply. And even then I'm like, best case is an hour. Best case. I don't know what I would do if I had a genuine emergency and I needed to contact you.
You'd have to come to my house. I'm old school.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't
Shane, get in the car.
I'm like, close the curtains. Duck, turn the lights off.
We're not home.
Takes me 40 minutes to answer the door.
But I genuinely do have some friends who I will message or text in whatever capacity, and I will genuinely think that'll take 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. I'll be like, they'll reply to that in 2 to 3 days. Is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's their own kind of... And I've accepted that that's just how they operate social media. Like, they only check it every few days.
Yeah.
So that's just is what... And that sounds grand. If that's
what I
they
do for the most part on Instagram.
Well, I know what you do is normally you don't sit on it all night. I think, well, I've noticed your pattern. You normally check it around 10, 11.
That's normally when we switch TV off to go up to bed.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm aware. So
I like to check if there's anything urgent that needs to be sorted right now.
Anything urgent 4 hours ago.
yeah. But urgent as it needs to be done now, not tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I work in the today versus tomorrow world, not hour by hour.
Well, I like that you reply to most of my things at 10 o'clock, which is normally just memes.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's also when I watch all the TikToks I get sent as well.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm not getting great sleep at the moment. Yeah, I tend to just like chuck my phone to the side and then just ignore that it's there.
I try to do that, and I'm good. The thing with me is like, I was going to say and Rasheen, but Rasheen's not as good as me. But like, I will put my phone at the side and we'll like watch a movie or watch a series. But then the second the movie's over, I'm like, say if we're watching a series, there'll be a phone break in between each episode when an episode finishes.
Yeah, of course.
Phone break.
My phone's not normally near enough for me to do that, but if it is near me, I will do that.
Yeah.
Or I might just skip straight on to it's usually toilet breaks I'm more likely to do that. But I know what you mean. That the need to pick it up at the end that's the addiction doing that.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Because I'm not having to go at you. I'm in the same boat, so is everyone else.
Yeah. Well,
we're all in the same thing.
But yeah, I wish I could put it down less. I wish I could do what you do and not look at it literally like all night.
I have to put it in like a different room. Like I normally leave it in the kitchen or even just the other end of the sofa's fine usually.
See, I think that would even like, that alone would be like...
My Do Not Disturb comes on quite early as well, I think.
Same, my phone's on Do Not Disturb most of the time because I do not want it to be disturbed.
Mine doesn't come on at the times I want it to. I just haven't bothered to change it in the whole time I've had my phone.
What?
My Do Not Disturb set, I think, for like 8 p.m. until 9 a.m., which obviously 9 a.m. is well too late. I'm up at 7 every day.
Oh, see, I just control it by the little swipe up thing every time.
Yeah, that's an auto thing, and I've never bothered to change it, even though I don't get a message through between 7 and 9.
Like, I literally haven't... Like, my phone's been on Do Not Disturb for days now. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I turned it off. It's just always on that because I just don't want to be disturbed most of the time. So it's always on that. I turn it off normally on days off when I'm expecting a phone call. That's when I'll turn it off.
Oh, that's when my phone would go on to loud. That's when I'd put my ringtone on.
Oh no, I don't want it on loud.
It's only if I'm expecting a call that I really want to answer.
Like what? There isn't a call exit that in the world for me that requires me to have my phone on loud.
Like if I enter a radio competition, they're doing the thing where they call you back and you've got to say the thing back to them. I love those when they answer that, hello, and they're like, sorry, you could have won.
Yeah.
You're like,
I only found out about this 2 days ago. I was in a taxi and someone did it. And then I've never heard of this. What radio station's it on?
I don't know. I'm not that good.
Right.
Oh, it might be Capital Give Me the Cash.
I think that is absolutely correct. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because I think that's what you have to say.
Yeah.
You have to answer it and go, Capital, give me the cash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you have to say, I think on this one, I think you just have to say, give me the cash.
Oh, maybe that's what it is, yeah.
You weren't allowed to say hello. So all I heard was some presenter being like, we're going to ring someone else now. And then I zoned in and was like, what's this? Competition. I like a little cheeky radio competition.
Yeah.
And then they rang someone and the woman picked up and said like, hello. And then they went, oh. And I was like, what's going on? And they're like, sorry. And instantly she went, like the woman went, oh. And then the other woman on the end of the phone went, oh no. And then the presenter went, hi, it's so-and-so from Capital Radio. You've lost. And then she was like, oh yeah.
There's one thing you had to do.
Yeah.
You know you're expecting a phone call from a number that you don't know, and you know the only thing you have to do when you pick up that number is say one thing.
The thing I then started listening to the rest of the calls and stuff. The thing I wondered was, I don't know if you have any knowledge on this, but when you pick up, are you allowed to just go?
I'd guess so.
And wait? Or do you have to like pick up and...
Everyone normally that wins picks it up and they go straight for it.
Like, does the person on the other end, does the presenter not say anything?
I've never seen it go for that long. They either say hello and then realise they fucked it all up.
Yeah.
Or they say, give me the cash, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Some people are just born ready for it. I mean, they're born ready, right? They enter the competition an hour or something before they say they're going to do it.
I'm not going to lie. I live not a stressful enough life, but I live I'm not going to say I live a life. My brain is wired in a certain way. But if I entered this competition, I couldn't sit there for an hour doing nothing. I would find something to do.
This is probably what's happened to this person that
while I was waiting for the call, and then I would be the same. I would fuck it up so bad.
That's what I was thinking. This person was probably in the middle of something else.
Yeah, they got distracted.
Her phone's rung and she's got, hello.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I would fail that miserably. I don't think I would remember.
It is hilarious that you can fail at that though, isn't it?
Do you want to know how much she lost as well?
Go on.
35 grand. That's how much the pot was. 35 grand.
For a competition you entered that morning,
knew
you were expecting a phone call.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to say anything. 4 words, pretty much.
Give me the
cash. Yeah, I was right. You had to,
And she could have got 35 grand.
That's all you had to do for 35 grand.
Can I just point out as well, like, if that exact thing had happened to me and I picked up and I went hello, like she went hello, and like I said, the presenter went, oh, and then instantly she just went, oh no. I would go, fuck! God fucking damn it! I would be so...
It's the best time to do that.
35 fucking grand! I would be pissed. And then she just went, like I said, the presenter went, oh, I'm sorry, you've lost, as you know. And then she just went, oh, okay, thank you anyway.
Thank you anyway?
Yeah, she was so polite. I would be I would get cut off fast because first thing I would do is go, fucking shit. Like, that is the first thing I would say.
They must not be live, those phone calls.
I think
they might call them up during a song, record it, and then just play it after.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I would be the same as you. There's no way I wouldn't be able to not swear in that situation. If I go, hello, the first, I'm going to go, ring, 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 ring.
Yeah.
Hello? Fuck!
Yeah. Especially if you tweaked that quick, like, oh, I was expecting a call right to say something else.
That's how quick I reckon it clicks. I reckon it clicks as hello comes out your mouth. Whilst it's there, your brain is already telling
your brain will almost go, you weren't meant to say hello, and you'll be, oh shit, I wasn't. Fuck.
And yeah, immediately I'd say fuck straight after the hello.
The first thing I would say, fuck.
And they'd be like, you're goddamn right.
Yeah, I'm not going to play that game.
I would like to be the DJ doing it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just telling people like over and over, you fucked it. You have to say 4 words. You dumb fuck.
Yeah. It's the part where they've entered it. That it's not like they're phoning random numbers and hoping that they're prank calling on random and maybe someone will say it.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be crazy if you just answered the phone every time just in case.
Give me the cash.
But
you would after that, wouldn't you?
If they were giving £1 million away to a random number they were typing in, people would start saying it.
That is true. Yeah.
Which would really confuse some of those scam phone calls that you get.
Yeah.
They're trying to like scam you away and you're just shouting, give me the cash.
Give me the cash. Okay.
Oh, but also if it was that situation you could win $1 million, there's no way it's give me the cash. It's going to be stuff that's like well worse to say when you answer the phone. But sorry, just strumming myself.
No.
Oh, sorry, mum. Like that kind of thing. So
No,
they
I'm
would
thinking-
fuck your time up trying
I'm
to
thinking
get
more weird. The egg was cracked at dawn. The fisherman has no trousers. Like things like that.
The
Weird.
mongoose flies south when the orange is green.
This is what I would make people say. I would make people say fucking absurd shit. Things that are just nonsensical, slightly poetic weirdness. So that if they answered it to anyone else, it would be hilarious.
Oh, that would be even better. That they don't care. It's not a specific one, but you have to do like a haiku every time you answer the phone.
That'd be good.
Then you can make up your own one.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm not going to do a haiku because I can't remember what way around they are.
No idea.
But it means you could have, like, say, a poem or something that you did every time you answered the phone. And then eventually everyone would have their own poem that they did every time they answered the phone. And you'll be wishing people said hello again.
Yeah.
You'll be dreaming of those days. People would start getting real edgy with it.
Yeah. That's a weird game.
Yeah.
What's your favourite
Oh. Do you need a restart holder's power button?
Yeah. I don't know how to word this. Like, what's your favorite like game show or like gambling, like lottery thing? Do you know what I mean? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, of those style things.
Like
Yeah,
where you can
yeah,
win
yeah.
loads of money. Like, what's your favorite? Like whether it's
The
a
only
game,
one that I ever do
whether it's a
is-
game show or whether it's like just if you like the lottery, you like the lottery. That's fine. But like, what's the one that like you're like, oh, I'd love to win that one.
Not the lottery, but I do put the money on the lottery if the number's high enough. Like if they go Euro Millions is like 300 million. I'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I'll put £2 on that.
Yeah, same.
Just in case.
Never know.
Which is also what everyone else is doing too.
Yeah, your odds are pretty shit.
Yeah, so I don't do like the lottery as a standard. I sometimes pick up a scratch card now and again.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
The postcode lottery seems a pretty reasonable one to maybe win on.
Nah, I think that one's a bit shite.
It's limited though to numbers.
I get the whole gist of it, as in like the more people in your postcode that contribute to it, the less your money's going to be if you do win.
Yeah. That's the devastating part because you see the advert and some people get a check for 100 grand.
Yeah.
And then someone else gets one for 10.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I would love 10 grand, but if I won the postcode lottery and they brought the 10 round,
Mate, what if they brought
I'd
like
feel a bit cheated.
yeah, but what if they brought like 500 quid round?
I mean, that would
Because
be...
bare people in your area have entered it, and you're like, they come round. Well, they're not going to come round, but they send you a letter like, you've won the postcode lottery. You're like, you've won 500 quid. Oh, well.
It sounded like you did the Welsh voice and everything for that. Then. The postcode lottery.
Is it Welsh?
The guy that on the adverts.
Oh,
Welsh,
is
isn't
it?
he? Yeah.
No
yeah.
recollection.
Yeah. I don't play the lottery. I don't do any of those things. David Mitchell calls them a tax on hope, which is a pretty nice thing to call them.
Tax on hope.
Yeah. When I heard that, I thought that is good.
I think that's a bit heavy.
Yeah,
for what it
it's
is.
David Mitchell.
I think that's taking it way too literally.
I mean, that is literally what it is, though.
I don't think it is.
The chances of you winning the lottery are like ridiculously small.
Yeah, but it's just a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah. Do you feel it's fun when you go to check the numbers? Because I don't. On the 300 grand one, I'll be.
Honestly, it doesn't bother me that much.
I'm like, what if? If as soon as my brain starts doing the what if, it's a problem from then.
I mean, sometimes, but honestly, like, yeah, for me, no, I'm not. I don't get that hopeful for it because I know I'm realistic. I'm like, I'm not going to win this.
I'm super logical and realistic with it. It's just as soon as that thought gets in my head where it goes, yeah, but someone's got to win.
Yeah,
That's the
obviously.
thought that starts the tide turning.
That's why you enter it. But I wouldn't say it's a tax on hope. I feel like that's very dramatic. Like it's a tax on hope.
I like it.
Nah, I don't like that. I think that's a bit. I think it's dramatic, super dramatic.
I do like the radio ones. I think they're pretty cool.
They're all
They're a
right.
fun way of doing it.
I
I
mean,
don't
that-
like the TV ones. I think that they're not doing anything. You know, the ones we text in for £1.50.
Oh no, I thought you meant like TV shows. I love TV shows.
Oh no, TV shows definitely.
What's your favorite?
I really like The Chase. I tend to watch Tipping Point and then The Chase on an evening.
I don't like either of them.
And then Pointless is usually on as well. I used to watch Pointless a lot.
Which
That
one's
used to be the
Pointless?
one I used to go for the most. The one where like they'll give you a question and then you have to get the least popular answered.
Oh yeah, that
So
one's all right.
You
Yeah.
kind of need to know a lot about a lot on that one,
Mm.
or a good amount about a lot of different subjects. But I do like that one because it's a nice twist on it. You're not trying to guess the most popular one or get it right.
Yeah.
You're trying to find the most obscure answer,
Yeah.
which I think is a much better way of showing off how.
But you have to find the
much you
most
remember.
obscure answer within the realms of reality, obviously, as well.
Yeah,
You have to think what would, because isn't it based off 100 people or something?
yeah, yeah.
So you have to think what would 10 people say.
So the answers, they have to be correct.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's like name European countries, they're not just letting people say what they like and you can guess them.
Yeah.
It's only the correct ones.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
I used to love Catchphrase when it was
Oh,
Roy
wow.
Walker.
what's catchphrase?
I know
I know
like
what
the
it-
little panels go and move in, and then you have to guess what Mr. Chips is doing.
Oh, the little animations and stuff. Yeah, they were good. Yeah.
What's Mr. Chips
And
doing?
it was sometimes like rhymes and other things, and
Yeah.
yeah.
They called it Catchphrase. It's not Catchphrase.
It was-
it's
yeah.
basically pun.
I think they wore out the catchphrase element quickly.
About 3 episodes in, I think. Yeah.
And we've run out of catchphrases. What can we do now? Puns.
Yeah, it's just puns and wordplay.
Yeah.
Oh, and Roy Walker just being like quite sarcastic with people.
Yeah.
We go, oh, it's a great answer, but it's not right. That's good, but it's not right.
I like The Wheel.
I haven't seen The Wheel. The Wheel's the one that you've told me I need to watch, isn't it?
I love The Wheel. I hate Michael McIntyre, but I love The Wheel. It's worth it. Well, it's not worth it. Don't watch it if you don't like Michael McIntyre. My favorite thing about The Wheel is the wheel. So the wheel, you know how it works. The wheel spins, it picks a celebrity, and then you have to answer questions with that celebrity. And it's a 1 in 4 question as well. So it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You get the answers and you have to pick one.
Yeah.
So, which is already good because then it's like if you don't know, you're like fucking 1 in 4 chance that one, like kind of thing.
But you can also like deduce the answer from what's there as well, usually.
Yeah, logically you can sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it depends on the
science
question.
you might know.
Sometimes you're like, no idea.
Sometimes, though, you don't even know where you got the information from. You just gut feeling when they come up.
Yeah, and sometimes that doesn't work.
I think it doesn't work a lot more than it does, but you remember the times that it does.
Yeah, but the twist in the wheel, which is the best bit, is that there's 3 contestants. So basically, at the start of the show, they spin the contestant wheel and someone comes up at random. If they get an answer wrong, they go down. It spins again and someone comes up at random. And it's happened before where the same person just came straight back up. But what has happened before as well is that you won't see one of those 3 people for the entire episode. And basically, the episode doesn't finish until all the questions have been answered. So say if someone comes up, answers 10 questions right, and then gets through to the final, and they smashed it. If they get that question wrong, they spin the wheel. You could then come up and you get 1 question. You answer it right, you won. You've won all the money they've earned.
Mad.
And that has happened.
But that does make it fun as well, though.
That's literally happened where 2 people have came up in succession, one after another, answered all the questions, and then they've both got the final question wrong. The other person, first time in the episode, just pops up and just gets a question and goes, that? And then they go, you've won 100 grand.
Mad.
And they're like, sweet, I've answered 1 question. Like,
I mean, that is
it's
good question
meant.
to money ratio. That is probably the
That's
best
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
get.
Like, I could go on it and like, obviously I might have to go on it and answer like 10 questions and I'm like, oh fuck. And I might get loads wrong. But I could also go on it, sit down there the whole time and then pop up at the end and be like, just go answer 1 question. Sweet.
I liked Wheel of Fortune.
Remind me.
They don't really have Wheel of Fortune anymore. I had a big wheel. You spun it round and then there was loads of money amounts and then there was like a miss a turn. And then there would be a board where it had the blanks on it and then you guess a letter. And when you pick that letter, if it's in the word or the phrase, they then turn them all round. And then you get to spin again. The easiest way for me to explain this is the South Park episode with Stan's dad? Maybe Stan's dad. And he goes on there And the answer is naggers.
Oh, yeah.
That's Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yeah. What's the wheel got to do with it? I don't remember.
That you spin that to determine how much money you get for getting a correct answer on the board.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm with you. Right.
Yeah. But there's no vowels, only consonants.
I see.
That was quite a fun one.
I don't remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I know the song. Well, not the song with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
Lovely.
I used to love Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as a kid.
Yeah, same.
That was great.
Now I watch it and it takes too long.
Yeah. Now I watch it, I'm like, these are really hard, to be fair. These are really hard.
Do you have a subject that you would go for as like a mastermind subject?
Mastermind.
I don't really watch Mastermind. I'm just aware of the concept.
Oh, man.
It's
yeah,
really
I don't watch
out.
it either, but I know the concept. Yeah, you go on and you get questions over one subject.
Well, it's all like general for a while, and then they go through different subjects.
Then
and
they
at
get
the end,
weird.
you get your specialist subject.
Yeah. I honestly don't know.
It's tough, isn't it?
I don't know what I know enough about.
And if you're saying that you want to answer questions on it, you better know nearly everything there is to know about it.
Because the issue is like straight away, I'm like, sneakers is probably a good bet. Because I do have vast knowledge on sneakers, but I have no real knowledge on like Adidas, Puma, Nike. Nike, I could smash on my. I could just put Nike. Yeah, I could put Nike. Nike, I could probably be pretty good at Nike.
Nike shoes, though, or Nike in general.
Oh, see, yeah. It'd have to be Nike footwear. Because if it was Nike, fine well they're going to be like, in 2016, who signed for the Nike tennis team? And I'd be like,
yeah.
No idea.
Also, that's really weird to say that your questions will be about Nike. Like you're almost saying this brand that sell me things is the thing I know most about.
Yeah, but I know a lot about Nike footwear.
It was fine when it was shoes.
Yeah.
Because that was shoes of any range.
Yeah.
Now it's like, GREGGS, please.
GREGGS. Yeah.
Matt, I reckon they could do hard questions on GREGGS.
They could.
Like, what date does the festive bake start?
Yeah. I think it's the same every year.
I don't know. The festive bake's fairly recent, really, isn't it? I'd imagine in GREGGS history, it's fairly recent.
No, I think it's longer than you think. I recall festive bakes being at least 10 years ago.
Oh.
I'm
Then
guessing.
they must have a set date now. Although we did get one in January not long ago, so where's the date end?
Yeah, but they must have a set start date. I reckon
the rest is getting rid of the stock, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's what happened not in Haverhill. I had another one in January.
Did you?
When me and my brother, someone else, me and Machine. I can't remember. I was going somewhere like mid-January when all the other places stopped selling them. And then this place had them, and I was like, "You've got them?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're just cooking all the remaining stock. So as they sell, until they're gone, they're getting put out." I was like, "Sick." And it was you and me had them, so I just knew it was the same thing. They're just cooking all the stock.
Yeah. So the start date probably is the same. I'd guess mid-November.
Yeah, I imagine there's a date where every GREGGS is like, right, festive bake day, start putting them out. But until that day, you're probably not allowed to sell them. But they'll have them in the back, ready to go.
So you could wait the 6 minutes or whatever.
We could break into a GREGGS and steal them.
Well, that's what I'm planning on doing fairly soon.
How soon do they get them?
They should still have some left over from last year and some of them.
I mean, probably.
Around here they would. Everyone can't eat festive bakes. They're too full on wafers.
Yeah. It's a lot of wafers around here.
Yeah. Yeah, I well struggle. I try to think what my mastermind thing would be. And then I find holes in it. I did think about Anchorman, the film Anchorman.
So specific.
But I know that they'll find stuff that I'm not going to know.
Well, obviously, but I think because the whole point of mastermind, isn't it, is just how many can you answer quickly.
Yeah.
So even if they bring one up and you're like, what the fuck, you can just go fucking pass next one, and then with how many do you think general questions you can answer quickly?
And also, I think I'll get caught out really quick.
Do you think?
I think they'll say. I think my mind will go blank as soon as they say like some parts, like if they're really niche things to know.
Yeah. The beauty of Mastermind is you are allowed to have a very specialist subject because if people have done TV shows and actors, like really specific things. So like Nike footwear specifically would probably be okay.
Yeah, it probably would be in there.
Yeah.
You'd probably be able to do that.
Yeah,
it's tough to work out what is your one that has, what do you have the most knowledge about?
I mean, tattooing. But I feel like tattooing's such a broad thing.
It goes down the whole history of tattooing from the beginning. It could be tattooing in different cultures.
And you know they'd ask like really boring kind of Google questions.
Yeah. Ed Hardy teamed up with which fashion designer to create it? Yeah.
It'll be just like shit like that.
Yeah.
It won't be like, how do you set up a machine? Because they don't know that.
No. Which decade were candy skulls started? It'll be stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll be really boring.
No, they say them like that, though.
Yeah.
They say all the weird stuff.
What did Kat Von D say on episode 7 of LA Inc?
Guys, I am so hungover. That was the gist of it, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't want to do this tattoo.
Yeah.
Can somebody else do this tattoo?
I've already got all 8 of your cuts, and I'm getting paid for this show. I'm getting the biggest paycheck out of it. I'll turn up drunk when I like. I'll tattoo what I like. I'm doing makeup now. Fuck, I've sold that too. Now.
She's such a cunt. I'm so glad we're allowed to hate her now. Do you remember that time in time when like you weren't allowed to really hate her?
Because everyone liked it.
Because she wasn't doing anything that bad. She did a TV show, but then some people would be like, "Oh, I like LA Inc. It was fun." You know, same as Miami Inc. Some people are like, "I like Miami Inc. It's fun." Whereas, you know, and I'm like, I don't mind them, but I fucking hate her. I really don't like her. She just seems like a cunt. And then now it's hard evidence that she's an absolute cunt, and I'm like, yes.
What's the hard evidence?
What? Loads of shit. She's an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
Of her child. This is pre-COVID. She was an anti-vaxxer. She was don't vaccinate.
Yeah, the original term for anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, she's the original. Sorry, yeah. So don't vaccinate your children. Loads of double standards with veganism. Because I think she is vegan, isn't she? Yeah.
You know a lot about someone you don't like very much.
I read a lot of articles. Yeah, I swear she's vegan, but there was some double standards with her makeup because it was getting tested on animals in certain countries and shit. This might not be true, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there, just in case I'm spitballing shit I've read on some weird blog.
So check
the anti-vaxxer thing's 100% because I've watched her say it on Instagram, where she's like, you shouldn't vaccinate your children, guys, because like of this and this. And, you know, polio's not a thing.
Yeah, because everyone took vaccines, and now polio is not a thing.
I love that one. That one's my favourite. So dumb.
Polio is really recent as well.
Yeah.
It could totally come back.
Yeah. If people, you know, stop.
Well, there's been cases of stuff coming up again, isn't there? Stuff that was supposed to be gone. That's as much information as I have on that stuff. There's stuff back that it was
gone, but now's back.
And now it's back again.
And it's anti-vaxxers' faults.
I was on about festive bake still.
Oh, that stuff. They're gone, but they're coming back.
No, I did mean the diseases, which is the opposite of a festive bake.
Yeah, that is the opposite.
It's the cure for everything.
A festive bake. Yeah.
Do they have a Greggs here?
What?
Do they have a Greggs here?
What do you mean? There's Greggs everywhere. I wonder where there isn't a Greggs.
Inside a Greggs.
I wonder, right? This is the most boring thing ever, but I wonder where in the UK is the largest radius without a Greggs. Do you know what I mean?
That information will be available.
Yeah.
And if not, we can spend the rest of our evening trying to do that.
I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to go on the UK, because you can put. I bet you could put all Greggs in UK, and it'll pop up on a map, and it'll be like, bing, 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 and there's like little floods of them in cities and stuff. But I reckon there's like just a little rural bit that looks really big, and you zoom in, and there's like just this massive void of no Greggs.
And north of Scotland.
And I just want to look at that void and be sad, and think, if I lived there, I'd be so sad.
Just everyone in the Isle of Skye just not been able to experience a festive bake.
Have Isle of Skye not got a Greggs?
I'd assume they haven't. In Isle of Skye, the one that's got like 11 people on it or something. I don't think it's quite 11, but I think it's maybe a few hundred.
First I'm hearing. I
actually think it's a lot less than that.
I've heard of Isle of Skye.
So far I've said it's very, very small, quite a lot less than. There are people there.
I'd love it if we looked and there was like 50 people and there was a Greggs. They've got a Greggs.
And it employs 10% of the island.
It's just 5 people baking walking to the counter and going, "Could I have a pasty, please?" Walking back round. "Yes, you may." That'll be £1. Okay, walking beep.
It's the only branch of Greggs that doesn't do staff discount because it's not profitable.
Oh, I like that.
Right, let's try and find a Greggs nearby break in and see if they've got any festive bakes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. Goodbye.
Don't tell the police. We're going to bribe the police with festive bakes.